Well, folks, you are certainly welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Commander Hoops. If this is your first time coming across the channel, if you can like and subscribe below, it would be really appreciated. So it's transfer deadline day. On the recording of this video, it's midnight, so we have up until 11:30 later on to get a deal over the line for a left back and maybe get one or two faces in the door and a few departures. It's been confirmed in the last hour that Melbourne City have re-signed Marco TILIO until the end of the season, so he's going to join Melbourne City. We signed them from there last summer, and it means that they're 14 games into their season. He's currently away with the Socceroos in Qatar for the Asian Cup, and I wish Marco the very best. At the end of the day, I think this is the best move for him to go over there, meet his family, get back playing first team football, get his head together, and hopefully we'll assess the situation in the summer and see where he's going from that. Because we've seen what happened in the past with Tom RODGERS. He went back to Australia for a season and then he developed and came back stronger. And that's what we need with Marco TILIO. At the end of the day, we have wingers that are coming in. Regards to a striker, we've signed Adam Ida today for the rest of the season. There's no obligation to buy him. It's just 6 months deal because Sidney Van Hooijdonk is on the verge of joining Norwich City from Bologna. So it's a striker that we should have went for, Sidney Van Hooijdonk, but there was no official approach from Celtic. There was no bids made. So it's a kick in the teeth. I feel sorry for Adam Ida because there's been a lot of scrutiny from Celtic fans today. They're not happy with the board, not happy with the business made in this transfer window. And I completely understand where they're coming from. At the end of the day, there's so much money the club has received in revenue in the last 2 to 3 years. And it feels like we're not pumping it into the most important thing, which is the team. So there is the critics out. There is fans calling for Peter Lawwell, Dermot Desmond, and the board that just feel like they're not given the best standard for the club moving forward, because we need to build a team to compete in some sort of level of Champions League football or Europa League football. And it feels like we're at the picking up a guy from the Championship who was a third choice striker. He played preferably mostly on the wings for Norwich City, and he's only scored 7 goals this season. Altogether, he scored 17 goals for Norwich in 131 games. But he has power, he has skill, and I think he will come to Scotland and make an impact. So I hope he comes in, hits the ground running, and keeps the negative fans off. I can understand where the fans are coming from. I really completely understand that he's not happy. We should have been more ambitious in the window. But are we surprised that Celtic and the board have went down this route? Because we had a feeling it was going to be loans upon loans. So we are linked with another left back. His name is LAYVIN KURZAWA. Now, LAYVIN KURZAWA is a French left back that plays for PSG. He signed from Monaco to Paris Saint-Germain back in 2015 for a fee of 23 million. He's 6'1". He's only played once this season, just down to the pecking order of the PSG squad, how good they are. And he actually scored a hat trick in the Champions League, the same group that we were in when we played Anderlecht and Bayern Munich that season. So he has quality there, quite attacking left back, and he has 6 months left in his deal as well. His current market value is 2.5 million. So I wouldn't mind getting this guy in for 2 years if we can get him in. And there's been reports in France that Celtic have put an accordion in for this left back. So let's see how this develops over the next couple of hours. Hopefully we can get this guy KURZAWA in. He's been capped for France 19 times as well, but his last cap was back in 2020. So let's see how this develops. There's been no situation in regards to getting a goalkeeper in. We might put a late bid in for a goalkeeper or a loan option, but I think at this moment in time, Brendan Rodgers and the club are pretty happy with Joe Hart until the end of the season. We could see David Turnbull leave as well. Stephen McGowan did come out tonight and say that Cardiff City and Celtic are in negotiations of a 2 million deal for David Turnbull to leave in this window. I think that's a good bit of business for Celtic. At the end of the day, we signed him for 3 million back in 2020. He's played over 130 games, 6 honours as well in a Celtic shirt. So let's see how this goes. But that's really it for me. Let me know how you feel about Adam Ida, about how you feel about KURZAWA, the left back we've been linked with from PSG, about David Turnbull going to Cardiff. Let us know and how you feel about the board in general about this transfer window, because it's been very